Welcome to another week of Catholic Church News on Radio Maria. I am Nigel Lakwani with the news. Our stories for the week: Pope, Christianity is relationship, care and joy. Council launches prayer plan. Health experts on testing and vaccines. Third PNG priest ordained in Africa. Touch our hearts and awaken us. Easter celebrated amidst COVID-19. Pope, Christianity is relationship, care and joy. Jesus is not a spirit, but a living person, and being a Christian means to be in a living relationship with Him, with the risen Lord, where we look at Him, touch Him, and are nourished and transformed by Him, said the Holy Father at the recitation of the Regina Coeli prayer on Sunday 18th April 2021 in St. Peter's Square. The Pope reflected on the Gospel reading of Luke chapter 24 that tells of how the resurrected Jesus presents Himself in the midst of the group of disciples in the cenacle in Jerusalem. Then Jesus shows them His bodily wounds and says, "See my hands and my feet, that it is I myself, handle me." And to convince them, He asks for food and eats it before their astonished eyes. The Pope explained that three very tangible verbs characterize this gospel message. The disciples were looking, touching, and eating. He said these were all verbs that reflected our individual and community life with the living Jesus, and that when we ate together with family or friends, it also became an expression of love, communion, and celebration. Council launches prayer plan. Members of the Papua New Guinea Council of Churches have started a 21-day prayers and fasting program in response to the COVID-19 surge in the country. The report, published on Wednesday 14th April, stated that the Council's acting chairman and Archbishop of Port Moresby, Cardinal Sir John Ribat, appealed to Christians, church congregations, fellowship groups, and church institutions to join the church leaders in observing the 21-day in-prayer and fasting period. Cardinal Ribat said the 21-day prayer and fasting was based on the scripture of Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31, and urged for unity as people of God amidst the life-threatening challenges created by the pandemic. He urged people to use this time to reflect on the challenges faced by many families and individuals affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, and said it was evident that many people living during the time of the pandemic needed prayers to overcome their negative emotions created by fear, stigma, and other causes. Health experts on testing and vaccines. Esteemed health experts came together in an effort to enable Papua New Guineans to understand a bit more about the COVID-19 testing and vaccination situation in the country. A 2-hour COVID-19 talk session was held on Saturday 17th April at the Catholic Bishops' Conference, Waigani. The talk, organized by the Catholic Professional Society of PNG, had as its theme Informed for Our Well-Being and focused on testing and vaccines. It was held as an online social media digital platform using Zoom to connect with participants in the country and abroad. Several more were connected via the Facebook page of Radio Maria PNG. Speakers included Dr. Moses Laman, Deputy Director of PNG Institute of Medical Research, Dr. Claire Rock, Associate Professor of Medicine from the Johns Hopkins School of Medicine in the United States of America, and Professor John Vince, Pediatrician from the UPNG School of Medicine. Responding to incidences where locals now refused to test and receive the shot of vaccine, Dr. Moses Laman reaffirmed that the testing was safe and that the AstraZeneca vaccine had indeed gone through various stages of clinical trial before its approval by the Food and Drug Administration. Third PNG priest ordained in Africa. The third Papua New Guinean Marine Hill priest was ordained in the East African country of Zambia. Father Alois Gende, a Marine Hill missionary from Simbu province, was ordained a priest on Saturday 17th April at the St. Margaret's Parish in Mungwi. He has been assigned to St. Henry Parish in the Archdiocese of Kasama in Africa. We congratulate him along with the 3 other Marine Hill priests. Father Gende, together with 3 other deacons from Malawi, Congo, and Zambia, were ordained by Archbishop of the Diocese of Kasama, Ignatius Chama. The ordination ceremony had the attendance of many faithful who adhered to the COVID-19 health guidelines in place. Touch our hearts and awaken us. The risen Lord touches our hearts and awakens us each time when we receive His body and blood, and so the Church has to touch the hearts of the youths and awaken them to follow the risen Lord, as He is the way, the truth, and the life. These were the scriptures highlighted during a youth rally celebrating the solemnity of the Annunciation of the Lord to Passion, held on 25th to 28th March at the St. Gabriel Parish in the Diocese of Aite. The rally, organized by youths with the assistance of parish priest Father Gianni Gattei, had the support of surrounding communities and the engagement of more than 200 youths. Presentations were given by Father Gianni and Brother Walter Kalana that dwelled on Maria, youth, vocation, history of the cross, and holiness. Activities were held in between that focused on Rot Cruce, benediction, confession, movie viewing, sports, singing, and dancing. Easter celebrated amidst COVID-19. Easter celebrations conducted in the Diocese of Wabeg were memorable and new, as many faithful Christians of Sangurup Good Shepherd Parish adhered to the pre-existing COVID-19 safety measures. The parish was divided into 2 sections, East and West. The venue of the celebration for the East was at the Cares Outstation and the West at Sangurup Parish. This was to ensure an equal distribution of Christians in each venue selected for the celebration. According to Father Newman Kingi, Social Communications Coordinator of Wabeg, wearing of face masks were encouraged and made obligatory, where even in the confessional box, appropriate social distancing was maintained. Liturgy prayer, gatherings, baptismal promises, liturgy of the Eucharist, and a vigil mass were all cut short to only 6 minutes and controlled to avoid keeping people clustered together for too long. Recapping our headlines for this week: Pope, Christianity is relationship, care and joy. Council launches prayer plan. Health experts on testing and vaccines. Third PNG priest ordained in Africa. Touch our hearts and awaken us. And Easter celebrated amidst COVID-19. This ends the Catholic Church news for this week. Join us next week for more. From all of us here at Catholic Communications, we wish you all an enjoyable week.